Have you ever wondered how the journey of the world's most successful investor, Warren Buffett, began? Well, it all started in the heartland of America, Omaha, Nebraska to be precise. The year was 1930, and the Buffetts welcomed a baby boy into their family, who would later grow up to be a force to be reckoned with in the world of finance and investment. Warren Buffett was not born with a silver spoon in his mouth, but his upbringing did have its fair share of financial stability. His father, Howard Buffett, was a stockbroker who had a deep understanding of the financial markets. This was the environment that Warren was born into, one that was filled with numbers, percentages, and investment strategies. It was an atmosphere that would kindle his interest in the world of finance. But the influence didn't stop at home. As Howard Buffett transitioned from the world of stockbroking to politics, becoming a U.S. congressman, the young Warren was exposed to a wider perspective on economics and the role of government in business. This unique upbringing played a crucial role in shaping Warren's perspective towards money and investments. It sowed the seeds of curiosity and interest in business and finance in his young mind, yet what set him apart was not just his environment but also his innate acumen and passion for business. From a very young age, Warren showed signs of an entrepreneurial spirit. He was not the typical child who was satisfied with a weekly allowance. Instead, he sought ways to earn his own money. This drive to be financially independent was an early indication of his extraordinary journey to becoming one of the most successful investors in history. Even at a young age, Buffett was not your average child. His journey from the streets of Omaha to the pinnacle of Wall Street is a testament to this. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the life of this business mogul and discover how he turned his early passion for business and finance into a billion-dollar empire. Contrary to most children, Warren Buffett's playground was the business world. From an early age, Warren Buffett demonstrated an uncanny interest in business and finance. While most children his age were engrossed in games and play, Buffett found his joy in the world of commerce. His ventures, though seemingly simple, were a testament to his budding business acumen. One of his earliest ventures was selling chewing gum, but this wasn't your typical child's lemonade stand. No, Buffett would go door to door selling packs of gum individually rather than as a whole. It was a simple strategy, but it showed his early understanding of profit margins. Next came the Coca-Cola bottles. Young Buffett would buy 6 packs for 25 cents and sell each bottle for a nickel, making a 5-cent profit. This venture wasn't just about making money, it was about understanding the value of a brand and how to leverage it for profit. Coca-Cola, after all, would become one of his most significant investments later in life. Then there were the weekly magazines. Buffett would go from house to house selling issues of Liberty and Ladies' Home Journal. It was a tough job, especially during the harsh Omaha winters, but it was through this venture that Buffett began to understand the importance of perseverance and hard work in business. These early ventures were not merely child's play, they were a genuine interest in the world of business. He was not just selling gum, Coke, and magazines, he was learning the basics of business, understanding profit margins, recognizing the value of a brand, and experiencing the importance of hard work. What makes these early ventures remarkable is not the money he made, but the lessons he learned. These experiences helped shape the business mogul we know today. They were the building blocks of his vast empire, the foundation upon which his future success was built. While most kids were playing, Buffett was busy laying the foundation for a prosperous future. Buffett's entrepreneurial spirit didn't wane as he entered his teenage years. Quite the contrary, his ventures became more sophisticated and his knack for business only grew stronger. High school for most is a time of self-discovery, adolescent turmoil, and academic pursuits. But for Buffett, it was another platform to exercise his business acumen. As a high school student, Buffett's ventures ranged from the conventional to the unique. At a time when most teenagers were concerned about homework, Buffett was busy running multiple businesses. One such venture that stood out was his pinball machine business. Yes, you heard that right, a pinball machine business. This wasn't a typical teenage pastime. This was a business endeavor sparked by Buffett's ability to recognize an opportunity and seize it. The story goes that Buffett and a friend bought a used pinball machine for $25. They installed it in a barber shop, and when it started generating profits, they reinvested the earnings to buy more machines. Soon, they had pinball machines in several barbershops across Omaha. This venture not only showcased Buffett's entrepreneurial spirit, but also his understanding of the principles of reinvestment and compounding, principles that would later form the cornerstone of his investment philosophy. But it wasn't just about making money for Buffett. It was about the thrill of the hustle, the joy of building something from scratch, and the satisfaction of seeing his ventures grow. It was about learning the ropes of business, understanding the value of money, and cultivating a work ethic that would stay with him for life. Buffett's high school years were not about football games or prom nights. They were about understanding business, about recognizing opportunities and capitalizing on them. They were about laying the foundation for what would become one of the most successful investment careers in history. Buffett was not the typical high school student, he was a budding business magnate. His high school hustle set the stage for his extraordinary journey, a journey that would take him from the barbershops of Omaha to the pinnacle of global finance. Warren Buffett's pursuit of business knowledge didn't stop at the school gates. His thirst for understanding the intricacies of the business world led him on a journey that would shape not only his future, but also the landscape of global finance. At the tender age of 16, while his peers were busy with typical teenage pursuits, Buffett was already setting his sights on higher education. He enrolled at the prestigious Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, one of the top business schools in the nation, if not the world. This decision was no casual whim. It was a calculated move by a young man who was determined to immerse himself in the world of business and finance. His passion for learning was as intense as his passion for business. He wasn't satisfied with just reading about theories and concepts in textbooks. Buffett wanted to understand the underlying mechanisms that drove the market, the invisible strings that pulled the economy. He was on a quest to decode the DNA of the business world, and he knew that the University of Pennsylvania was the ideal platform for his pursuit. Buffett's drive to understand the world of business was not just about making money, it was about more than that. It was about understanding the rhythm and flow of commerce, the interplay of supply and demand, the delicate balance of risk and reward. He viewed business not as a game of chance, but as a complex, beautiful symphony that required skill, patience, and a deep understanding of its many moving parts. His early academic pursuits reflected his insatiable curiosity and his relentless drive to learn. He was not content to simply participate in the business world. He wanted to understand it, to master it. And he knew that the key to achieving this mastery lay in education, in the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Buffett wasn't just a student of the business world, he was a disciple. His early academic journey was the foundation upon which he built his empire, an empire that would not only transform his life, but also the world of finance as we know it today. So, how did a kid from Omaha become one of the richest men in the world? It's a story of grit, determination, and an unshakable belief in the fundamentals of value investing. From his humble beginnings, Warren Buffett was always a step ahead. He was the kid selling gum and Coca-Cola, the teenager with multiple income sources, the 16-year-old undergrad studying business at the University of Pennsylvania. But these were merely the building blocks. The real magic happened when he discovered the concept of value investing. It was not about quick profits or gambling on the next big thing. Instead, it was about finding undervalued companies with solid fundamentals and investing in them for the long haul. This approach was different, even radical, but Buffett, with his characteristic patience, believed in it. He knew that in the world of business, patience is often the key to unlocking true value, and so he waited. He waited for the market to recognize the true value of his investments, and when it did, his wealth grew exponentially. But Buffett's journey is not just about financial success. It's about his unwavering commitment to his principles. Despite his immense wealth, he has always lived a life of simplicity. He continues to live in the same house he bought in 1958, drives an ordinary car, and even today, prefers a McDonald's meal to a fancy dinner. Moreover, Buffett's long-term thinking extends beyond his investments. He's a firm believer in giving back to society. He has pledged to give away 99% of his wealth to philanthropic causes, truly embodying the saying, "The more you give, the more you receive." So what can we learn from Warren Buffett's journey? It's not about where you start. It's about where you're going and how you plan to get there. It's about sticking to your principles even when the world is telling you otherwise. It's about patience, long-term thinking, and the power of giving. Warren Buffett, a testament to the fact that with the right mindset, anyone can rise to the top.